Hello students, in this video I'm going to show you an example of the process of reducing loan balance. This file is in Teams, so you can find it there. And this is just an example. Later on, a couple of parts of it you have to figure out yourself. There is also an Excel file where you can change a couple of numbers and the calculation will be done for you automatically. But before you can use the Excel file, you need to understand the process. So that's what we will do in this video. The first row, the loan amount, is the money that we borrow from the bank in the beginning. The next one, rate per annum, PA per annum, meaning per year, is the interest rate per year. So 12%, 12 over 100, we can also write as decimals as 0.12. And this is the interest rate per year. So if it is per year 12%, then obviously the rate per month, divide that by 12, is 1%. Or if you write it as decimals, is 0.01. The last row in the first table is the repayment. This is the amount of money per month that you pay back to the bank. And this can change. So there are two things here in the Excel file later on that you have to fill in yourself. The first one is this percentage. You have to research what is the interest rate now, let's say in your country, in Germany, or maybe another country where you live at right now. If you loan or borrow money from the bank to buy a house, what is the rate at the moment? That is something you can research yourself, and that number you have to change in the Excel file later on yourself. The second one that you have to base on your personal research is the amount of repayment. You have researched the amount of money a young professional can spare every month to pay off their house. And based on that research, you can play around with this amount and change it yourself later on in the Excel file. So this is the amount of money that we pay to the bank every month. So at this point, I wrote down 12% just to make it easier for our calculation, and also I chose 500 just as an example. This is something that you have to fill in yourself later on, okay? So take your calculator and you will have to do the calculation yourself and check the answer in the next process. So here, the first column, we have the month 0. So that's the initial point before any time has elapsed. And then after 1 month, after 2 months, and so on and so on. So month 0, in the beginning, this is the amount of money that you borrowed from the bank, 20,000. So in the first month, what you owe is 20,000, the principal, plus the interest, which is 1% per month. So 0.01 times 20,000. Remember, the bank will charge you interest, of course. So the first month, it is 200 euros in this case. And then you are paying the bank 500 for that first month. So what is the balance at the end of the first month? So you owe the bank 20,000 plus the interest, which is 200, and then you have repaid that month 500 euros. If you put that in your calculator, you will get 19,700. So a little bit less than the beginning, 20,000. And this 19,000 is what we have in the second month. So that's what you owe now in the second month, 19,700. So that's what you owe the bank in the second month, plus the interest, 1% out of that number, 19,700. So if you calculate that in your calculator, you will get 197. And then the repayment is still 500. It's constant. You are paying the bank the same amount every month. And then at the end of the second month, obviously you will have 19,700 plus 197 interest, and you have paid again your second installment 500. So you are left with 19,200 397 euros loan, which will come to the next principal here to the third month. And following the same process, that third month, your 1% is calculated on the 19,397, then you get 193 euros 97 cents, and you are paying your third installment to the bank, 500 euros again that third month. So in the end of the third month, your new loan balance is now 19,090 euros and 90 cents. So we are on the right track because every month, apparently, our loan balance decreases. First is 20,000 and then 19,700 and so on. So you are on the right track. Every month your loan is decreasing. So the idea is by the end of certain number of months, it should reach zero, meaning you have paid back your loan to the bank. So we do not want to do this calculation manually for many, many months, and that's why we have an Excel file where you can just change one cell. Obviously, this cell, the first one, the rate per annum, per year, and the repayment. So you can try and change those numbers in the Excel file, and all the rest of the calculation will be done for you. We will see that in the next video and see how the Excel file works. But this, you need to understand how the process of loan repayment works. Good luck!